Hello, Andres.
Hello,
welcome
hello.
to Estonia. And
Thank you very much.
today we are here in Terve Disc Golf Park,
Yeah.
and that's the last park you will visit in Estonia.
Yeah,
So, how long have you been in Estonia this time?
I've been here for 14 days now, so 2 weeks.
And this disc golf park is number what?
192.
Okay. Now the question which interests most of our viewers: why?
Yeah, it starts. I was a professional athlete before. I started with track and field, 2005, and I did long jump and high jump on professional level. So I actually have been in Tallinn before, 2013, on European Junior Championships, and but I quit with track and field 2022, and I started with disc golf 2012. So it was quite a long time ago actually now, but then I just started to throw like few courses, my home course, just to because it was fun. But then when I quit track and field 2022, I'm actually started thinking maybe I should do this instead professionally, because I'm pretty good. I could be even better. I started to go on some competition around Sweden, up north and down south, and to do track and field though. And on the way I stopped by and play some courses just for fun, just for taking some rest and do something on the roads. And then it's I got like 30 courses, 40 courses, but I didn't think of it like a collection back then. But then after 2022 I started to think maybe I don't have the motivation that I said for being a professional disc golfer, because it's I have to putt like 2 hours per day and so but maybe I could be best in the world at something. And I started to collecting more courses back in 2019. I started to do organized trips back in Sweden first, around in my area. I live in Borås, so that's a famous town in Swedish disc golf. It's the Swedish Open, if you know that. Yeah. So that's my home course, and it's really good. So I started to do some organized trips and collecting some courses. And now it's been a few years. It's in my 5th year since I started, and now I have got over 2,000 courses. So it's it's a lot, but I'm not up on top one yet. It's some American older guys that have played many years before me. Maybe they start like in the 80s, middle of the 80s, 90s, and they have collecting some more courses than me, but I'm will catching them up and maybe go even further. So that's my goal.
Okay, so your goal is to be in UDisc number 1.
Yeah, in UDisc, and also on Facebook. There's a guy from USA. He have searching for people who have played a lot of courses. So he have registered this people since the 80s. So in the USA he had found like I think it's 30, 40 people in the USA who have played over 1,000 courses. So it's a little bit of a community in the Facebook, and also we chat with each other and talk to each other some days and see how it goes for each other. So that's nice.
Okay. How do you choose the countries to visit?
Yeah, I usually look up which country can give me most courses, so I don't need to drive a lot, but also how's the weather and the distance and so. and also it's cost a lot of money, so I can't just go to USA. Even if I would like to do that, it costs more money, of course. I was in Finland this year in April. I was there in 10 days. So Finland is a really good country to collect some courses because they have many courses, and Estonia also have pretty good. It's a small country, and you can
short distances between courses.
So that's good for me. So I was living now in Peltsema, right in the middle, in 2 weeks, and I started like a flower going down and back and down and back and down and back, and then I go east and west and north and south, and now I got pretty much all the courses in Estonia, and I have Norway, Denmark, Sweden also is close by. You can take your own car to drive to Norway and Denmark. It's also good. I was in France actually in this winter also, because in the winter you can't go to Finland. Even now when I was there in April, it was the craziest winter they ever had since 50 years ago. So it was like 40 centimeters snow some days, so it was pretty heavy. That wasn't in my plan. In Estonia here, it was much better weather, and so
how can you afford this type of traveling?
I'm studying actually at home and also works at the same time. So I living very cheap in my apartment back home, and I don't buy unusually things, like I don't go so out often and buy some beers and don't smoke and so I'm save a lot of money to my travels and to my trips. I got a really nice and careful family who take care of me, and we stay along and help each other with maybe food sometimes if there's tough times and also in Sweden we got a lot of money for studying. That's pretty good. You have to pay it back, of course, later.
Like
but
student loans.
Yeah, student loans. So it's pretty good in Sweden actually. So you can afford to save some money and do something on your vacation like this.
Okay, and what's your plan for the next country?
Yeah, I have set a plan for this year, 2024, and the first one was France, 23 to 24, the New Year's Eve, and then Finland in April, and now in Estonia 2 weeks. And later on in the future, I will go to Iceland in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and play almost all the courses there. Me and my father will go there. We were in USA actually, New York last year, and play some courses. So we visit Manhattan 4 days and play disc golf courses in 4 days in Allentown and so. So this time we will do we will take some look on the landscapes and all the things Iceland can give you, and also play all the courses around all Iceland. And after that I will go to Åland between Finland and Sweden with my friends. We were in Norway last year, but this time we will go to Åland. So it's not so many courses there, but it's nice courses. So it's nice to be playing them, because many at home in Sweden, they have go to Åland, they say, oh, I have been in Åland but you don't have. So they're mocking me. I have played some courses you don't have, so I will go to Åland and play all the courses there, and after that I will see, maybe a trip to Norway in August also, but it depends. I have to do Iceland first and then Åland and see what I can do after that. But Åland and Iceland, it's planned.
Do you track your score?
Yeah, every time I track my score, but I can't look at it so often, because it's not so good as it usually be. Because I'm running through, and sometimes I'm in the branches. I just throw it up and go further. So it's the time and the tempo. It's the most thing for me. So if I do a bad shot, it's not I'm not notice it and just carry on. And if it's like 9-hole courses, I only bring like 1, 2, 3 discs. But if it's a good 18-hole course, I take my bag and try to stay focused. And if it starts really slow, maybe I got a double bogey on the first 2, 3, 5 holes, then I just quit quit thinking on the good score and just running through. I always keep the score, but don't think of it so much.
The result is not important.
No, the result is not important for me. At home, when I'm do competitions and play tournaments, maybe I go from 925 to 950. That's my rating somewhere. Okay. But I'm usually play around 900, 881, 900 if I do my tours. So it's a little bit less, but that's not the most important. It's the tempo and to play so many courses that I could play.
How much time usually 18-hole course takes?
Yeah, it depends. Some holes are really short, and if I got a good flow and I don't need to yell on somebody to hello, can I play through? You know. So maybe it takes around 40-45 minutes, and if I do run disc all through with the 4 disc or so, it could be even less. But I have played long courses also that have been over 1 hour, but usually it takes between 50 minutes to 1 hour, and the longer ones takes 60 to 70 minutes, around that.
Okay, I think we should go and play the course now.
Yeah, that will be great. This is my last course for this for Estonia this time, so it's gonna be. I'm gonna be tired because my adrenaline is pumping out, so I'm starting to realize it's the last one. But I will try to keep it up, and yeah, it's gonna be fun. You don't use UDisc, but on every course I have been to, I'm putting up the layout and also pictures.
Yeah.
So now, if you're in Estonia and play with UDisc or use UDisc, you can now easily find every layout and course. When you have play like 150 holes during the days and it's maybe 7 o'clock in the evening and you start to throw badly, you start to be annoying also. So it's frustrating sometimes. So I don't stop for lunch. I'm just eating dinner during the days. So that's also affect me that I'm get more annoyed, and so it's like a trigger point, you know. I bought a lot of crackers and chocolate and peanuts and nuts and all of that, and also I bring a lot of sandwiches from the breakfast from the hotel, so that will be my lunch also. So I have eaten, I usually eat like 6 to 8 egg sandwiches during these days. So I'm pretty tired of eggs right now. But I have to eat it because need the energy. I have noticed that in Estonia that you're really good at to get sponsors for the courses. That's good because then you got a lot of money to build good courses. So that's something good.
Building is one thing, maintaining is another.
Maintaining we can talk another time actually, because that's not so good in Estonia, unfortunately. So there you could be better. Some of the 18-hole courses are pretty good maintained, but some of them are really bad too. But I've noticed that like everyone who are 9-hole and the shorter ones, they are have pretty high grass on like 80-85% of them. So that's a little bit sad, because there's maybe one of the future world champion will start the career, and if they play one of those courses, maybe they will just throw one time and then don't throw a frisbee after that, because the course are too bad.
What was your favorite disc golf park here in Estonia?
Now it's a little bit dusty in my brain because all of the courses, but I really liked Sportland, Elva. That was one of the courses I played first, like day 1 or 2, I think. So, but that was really good. And Meiteguse, if I say it right, that was also good. Could be a little bit of different basket locations and so, but overall it's really good. 5 to 10 courses I played, who maybe will take a top 50 place on my lists.
Overall list or Estonian list?
Over list.
Over list.
Yeah.
Will you do a worst list also?
No. That would be a really big list to do. Okay. Not only in Estonia. I got a different color bag a few years ago, and I got my favorite one. It was Innova Excalibur, a distance driver, and it was pink actually. And I threw that one in the lake back home, and I just want to bought a new one and went to the closest store, and it was a yellow one. So I just grab it and take it home and start throwing it, and also that one was my go-to driver. I had it for like 2-3 years, and then I start to, why not, assembling all the yellow one discs to be a little bit different from all the others, and it's also a good icebreaker on the course if someone walk by. So there are many people who are asking me, why are you throwing only yellow discs, and I usually say that it's the yellow one going furthest, and some of the people actually bought it. Okay. Oh, it does. I have to buy a yellow one. Nice putt. Thanks. You never know if you come to a hole with water. You don't want to throw the original ones, so I always take one extra. Oh! This trip I lost 2 discs, but I'm often plays like shorter ones. It's not so many longer courses, so I actually lost my first disc on my first course on the hole 11. I don't remember the name, but if you see my number, you can call me. Okay. And also I lost one more, but I think it's only 2 from my bag. If I throwing one extra disc in high grass or in water, I don't try to get it back. It take too much time, you know. Always make plans for my trips before, just to see how many courses I could play. I try to follow my schedule, but often I can't follow it because sometimes you play one course more than you think, and so, and then the schedule just have been ruined for the other days. This time in Estonia, I'm just looked on the evening how many courses I should play during the days, and maybe on Monday I have to 171 or and I have played like 174, and then I know I a little bit further in my plans, and if I'm a little bit too slow, I need to run more. I don't want to run, but sometimes I have to do that also to keep it up and hope for best.
What was your actual plan in the beginning to visiting Estonia? How many courses?
The first plan was to make 186.
Okay.
But then I had to remove like 4 or 5 courses because they were, there were no baskets there. So I was taking them away, and then it was down to 180, 81. But I have been in a good tempo in these last 3 days. I have like only 23 courses left. So then I started to make new plans for going to Ösel, the big island.
Saaremaa.
Saaremaa, yeah. So I went to Saaremaa and took 11 courses there yesterday. So I got few more courses than I planned, so that's making me happy.
So you are using UDiscbanor on your watch?
Yeah, that's a really good thing if you want to speed it up. I usually play better on more open courses. I throw far, that's my thing, but I'm not so good at putting game and this kind of courses. So,
do you have a favorite disc manufacturer?
Yeah, I have like only Innova actually, so I only use Innova discs. I have got many new followers from Estonian. That's nice. I'm really happy about that. Took a bronze medal on the Swedish Championship in long distance throwing a few years ago. I'm just did it for fun because the year before it was in the championship was in my hometown, the town Borås, and I just go there and look on the other one who throwing, and then they asked me if I want to throw in the pause, in the lunch pause, and I did. And I throw actually further than the guy who took the bronze medal that year. So then I start to realize, maybe I could do this next year. And me and my dad start to look up where the championships were going. So it was like 2.5 hours only. So we went there and just see and have fun, and I took a bronze medal. So I throw 149 that time, but it was not a good wind. My record is 181.
Okay. Have you played in bigger competitions also?
No, I'm not competing so much. I'm just have done some C tiers back home. Last year I tried to be good at it and actually practice also some putting and so. First 2 competitions quite nice. I think first one was 940, the second one was 972. And but the third and the fourth was like 890 and the 900, so I'm starting to be pretty upset about myself throwing so bad. So I don't want to be recognized as crying baby, you know, on the course when I'm competing. So I'm just said to myself, I could quit competing and just collecting courses instead.
Okay.
A few times of the day you just want to lay down and quit, but you have to keep going. And I think I got a good mental game for that from my professional time in track and field. To not give up, train hard, and this is like the same. It's not so hard to do. I think most of the people can do it if you train a bit, but you need to have the head also, and eat less, sleep less, and just keep going. If I do something bad, if I throw bad or start to get annoyed, I'm always think of something positive. So if I do a bad shot, I'm always think like, okay, I know where it is. It's a good positive thing, a good thing. If I take a tree and it kicks in fairway, it's in fairway anyway. So if I'm throwing a really bad shot, oh, the tee pad was a great tee pad, or I have to always think of something positive to keep going. So that's a tips if you want to do the same thing as I do, to always keep thinking positive. So that's the thing. Tomorrow it will be a lazy day. Actually, I will have a club weekly competition. So, but it's in the afternoon, and it's only 18 holes course. So I think I can do that. But it's just a weekly thing, you know. With the, it's more fun than it's actually important to win. So
We are hoping to see you in Estonia again.
yeah, hopefully you have to build more courses, and then I will be here. If you build like 100 courses in like 1 year, I will come back next year.